What's up, y'all? Back at it with another NC Niner Talk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my papa, Carlos.
What's up?
Welcome to our post-game reaction. Came into the East Coast, 10 a.m., 34-3, beat the hot Jacksonville Jaguars.
5 in a row.
5-game winning streak. We're on a 3-game losing streak, and it was just, from start to finish, it was just one-sided.
It was good.
It was a great win for this team, to build up their confidence back up. And Steve Wilkes, keep him on the sideline. He was that was the most hyped I've ever seen him.
I don't think he was even hyped. But hey,
yeah.
Did you see? I don't know if you saw in the in some of the plays, he was going up to the guys and talking to them and pumping them and hugging them and telling them. I think that was what was missing from the sideline, to be honest with you.
And defenders need that,
Players overall.
Yeah, players, they need that extra, say in their ear, because they can't just do it by themselves.
I think our defense has been used to that for the last 2 defensive coordinators. They've been used to having the coach right there, talking to them, letting them know what's going on. And today that was a perfect example. But you know what? You're Mr. Stats, so let's talk about the stats today. Give us some stats.
Man, it was a great overall win, and it was just everybody scored a touchdown, but CMC didn't get his 18 in a row, but Kyle Juszczyk got a receiving touchdown. Kittle got a receiving touchdown. Ayuk got a receiving touchdown. That was a iffy throw, but he got it over.
And Debo got his rushing.
that sweep, and Purdy balled out.
Balled out. No turnovers.
3 touchdowns, a rating of 148.3, almost threw for 300 yards, and came into Duval and just balled out.
Let's talk about Purdy really quick. So after the last 3 games, everybody, and some of the Niner fans, including, we try to keep it as level-minded as possibly. Okay, he's not doing too well. Okay, compared to the 5-0, but hey, it is what it is. He's young. Let's just see how it plays out. Today, especially the throw to Kittle, he stays in the pocket. He does such a good job in the pocket. And if it wasn't for that, the way he's played pretty much his whole NFL career, that throw has not made. And I mean, I think that was the best throw to me of the game.
And the way he maneuvered just to keep the play alive.
I was about to say that.
It was amazing to see, because Jimmy G ain't doing that. We know he's not going to do that.
He's kept plays alive.
And when Jimmy G did that, it was a turnover. Because he throw a pick. But Purdy is, escaping these rushes. Josh Allen is running right towards him. He pumps and then hits a CMC for a 3-yard gain. It doesn't even need to be, a big first down. He's just getting positive yards. And he balled out. And, I know people are going to be like, well, he played bad when he was trailing. Well.
Here's the thing. Every week it's going to be a different circumstance, correct?
Exactly.
So we played against a team that's coming out 5-0, okay?
5 in a row.
Number 1 defense in takeaways. 0 takeaways today. So, yes, he hasn't played really well trailing games. I get it. But today was a good test for his own mindset and for the whole mindset of the whole team. To just show everybody that they're a team to, they're going to be here. They're going to be here for the long run. And it's not going to be as easy as people think. It's over. The sky's falling. And, I mean, let's move to the defensive side.
4 takeaways. They got 2
5 sacks?
Yeah, 5 or 6 sacks. Nick Bosa coming back, and that's exactly what we said. With Chase Young debuting Nick Bosa, that was going to open up Nick Bosa, and
it opened up everybody.
Hargrave had 1.5 sacks. Armstead had a sack. Bosa had 1.5.
Strip.
Chase Young got there, and Chase Young said they're going to race to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did. That was just insane.
Pick your poison. Who are you going to double? Who are you going to double in the middle? And someone's going to be one-on-one.
There's this one play where they chipped Chase Young, they chipped Bosa, and Hargrave just blew by his guy.
Yeah.
And even when they sent 3-man rushes, Bosa and Chase Young got there, and they took the ball away from Trevor Lawrence. And that pressure caused these interceptions to Hufanga and Fred Warner.
You know what I felt today different? Well, I saw today different. The safeties were up higher. So even when the rush didn't get to the quarterback and the quarterback completed a pass, they would catch the ball and they get tackled right away.
Yeah, because Trevor Lawrence would have to throw it right away. They started scheming up, just throw it 1 second.
That one drive.
They drove down and they
only got 3 points, but that's how the only thing they could do: screen. But what I'm saying is, when we throw into the middle, Hufanga was playing up, so any throw they were getting it. And I saw the defense today, like I saw them in the first 5 games, going after the ball. 3 guys, 4 guys tackling.
Drake Greenlaw.
I mean, they thrashed. I mean, they destroyed the run for the Jaguars. So. Man, it was a very complete game. Moody made his field goals.
Even the corners.
Yeah,
even
the corners.
Like the corners, especially Ambry Thomas. I got to shout out Ambry Thomas and Steve Wilkes for dialing up what probably his best game other than the Dallas game.
Yeah.
Because, he was on the hot seat.
Yeah.
And he just dialed up this defense, made us look like the defense what they've been playing like for these last few years. And we know they could play like this every single game. And it was just a very good sight to see, especially with the corners. Like, even when the pass rush didn't get there, the corners.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna point out Tashawn Gibson, because Tashawn Gibson's a great cover safety.
Yes.
He's been doing great for us these last 2 years, and it helps out Mooney Ward and Lenore, which they're gonna give up plays. It's gonna happen. Their corners and wide receivers are the most talented players on the field at all times. So people need to stop bashing the corners and just let them rock, because Mooney Ward had a lot of good plays. Lenore, he's going to give him some stuff, but it's okay, and Ambry Thomas stepped up.
Trent Williams is back. I mean, he had an amazing game. Debo, on the first drive, he was a decoy on every single play. He was on motion on every single play. And the last few games that he was not playing, they had other players do the same type of motion, but they weren't scared of those players.
It's just his presence alone.
So his presence today was amazing on that first drive. I mean, everything was like motion. So all the defense was like focusing on him, and the right side was wide open, or the middle was wide open.
And then they'd run a play action with, where they're going to guard CMC, they're going to guard Debo, and then it'll be a play action to Kittle. And Feliciano stepping in for Aaron Banks, who did
really well.
Very well, and Hone McKibben stepped up. He's still gonna have those plays where he's not a perfect right tackle, but he did step up.
Our offensive line has been playing well. Even those 3
and Burford.
Even on the 3 losing streak, they played really well overall. I mean, it wasn't so much on us; it was more on the defensive side. But you know what? Man, it was such a great. It was great to see them hitting on all cylinders, and this shows. And let's put in perspective. This is an East Coast game, all right? Yeah. They're coming off a 3-game losing streak,
where they're being written off, and Jaguars were considered top contenders now.
Top contenders in the AFC, 5 in a row. They beat the Bills. Okay, so for us to just allow 3 points.
Not even a single touchdown, and we just shut down completely Travis Etienne. Their offense. Travis Etienne is basically like the most used running back other than CMC. He's like the second, like him, Austin Eckler, and CMC. They are like the 3 used running backs in the pass and the rushing game. And Etienne was just completely neutralized today, and it was great to see. This defense is just flying, and with the acquisition of Chase Young.
I mean, what an impact.
And then
what an impact. I have to say, what an impact.
Even when Bosa is on the bench, they have Chase Young and Clelin Ferrell and Randy Gregory, Hargrave, Armstead.
They all played well
and
today.
Kinlaw played. People keep hating on Kinlaw.
He had a good game today.
He had a very great game today.
Yeah, a great game. Okay.
That whole D-line had a great game. The whole defense had a great game. The whole offense had a great game. The coaching was
They were flying.
Outstanding.
They were as healthy as they could be, right? Remember we talked about coming off the bye week, they were going to be as healthy as they can be, and they were. I mean, they were flying. Defense was flying. The offensive line was flying. And I don't know, where they're going to end up at the end of the season. But I got to say, man, Lynch is, if he does not get general manager of the year,
executive of the year,
I mean, if he doesn't get that, I mean, it's a disgrace. I mean, this is back-to-back years that this guy picks up CMC, now picks up Chase Young. If he just get 50% of the productivity that they got today, I mean, good luck for the rest of the NFL. And that's a fact. We're talking. I'm not going ahead of myself that they're, oh man, they're just going to crush every single team. I'm not saying that, but if they put that type of production they did today, I mean, what offensive line is going to, what coach is going to say, okay, we're going to double team Bosa. Here comes Chase Young, right?
And if you chip both of them, Hargrave's coming up the middle, Armstead is coming up the middle, and we can't just it's not predicting anymore. We just saw that today, and
we're not. It happened today against a good offensive team, against a team that's had won 5 games in a row. So there's no excuse. I don't want to hear that. Well, Jacksonville's not for reals. Well, everybody was crowning them as one of the top teams in the AFC. And we just destroyed him.
Nick Wright crowning Trevor Lawrence and saying,
that's his prince.
And saying that why are the Niners -3 and the Jacksonville Jaguars will give them their 4th consecutive loss.
We'll see, Nick Wright. We'll see what you say.
Can't wait for Monday with all these talk shows.
Because Purdy outplayed your prince. So
unbelievable game on both sides. And
then
Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield is gonna have to play this defense and.
Let's go. At home.
Last 2 times we played Baker, we've crushed him. When he was in the Panthers, when he had CMC still, that was last year. And then remember that Browns Monday night game where it was.
And it's going to be two Ohio boys now. Yeah. Chase Young and Bosa coming after Baker.
Bosa are going to come after him, and Baker not looking too nice right now. So just tune in for that when we drop it on Friday. And put your comments down below.
What you think? What you think about the Niners?
What do you think about this game? What do you think about the rest of the season? You know how they'll do. Just put whatever. Let
us know.
Let us know. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.